and it's a cover out of, I had some excess curtain drops that I wasn't using because there wasn't enough for the area, and I've made them into covers for this couch. Now I bought this couch, it's a 2-seater, 3-seater sort of daybed couch, I guess. I originally wanted it to go out the front, but I'm also thinking of having it out the back here for now until we get like a larger lounge for out here. But I'm considering on maybe getting the matching bucket chairs that go with it to have more of a conversational area rather than having an L couch. I think that might be really nice out here, and we do have the space under this area. This couch was only 60 bucks. I bought it for 60 bucks from Facebook Marketplace because the cushions at the back were non-existent, they didn't come with it, and the base cushion was needing to be changed. So I made this to go over it. I'm gonna put it on, and then now I need to make the back cushions. I bought some from IKEA. I'll go show you them. But first, I'm gonna pop this on the couch. So, welcome to my homemaking Mondays. Today is a Monday and I take Mondays to do things that are for the home, and usually I choose things that are more creative, like baking bread, sewing, things that make me feel like a homemaker. My home is not always clean because sometimes I think like systems aren't in the place and we still have like things in our house that we don't necessarily want there. So it's going to be a process of setting up the house and finding pieces we like, usually on Facebook Marketplace. We're sourcing things that we want for forever, and it's not just like our rental furniture anymore. This is just me chipping away at certain things, and one of them is making cushions for the couch. The couch color before was like a grey color, and it was fine, but I really love the color that I've got right now, which is really nice. And I'm going to make this fabric is actually like 100% polyester, which is what you start with for a waterproof fabric. But to make it extra stain resistant and waterproof, I'm going to put a solution and soak it in the fabric, and then it will be perfect for outdoor furniture. Okay, here is my next piece of material. These are the IKEA cushions. These weren't accessible a couple weeks ago. I was looking for cushions that would fit that couch for the back of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't find any that's 80 centimeters long. IKEA came up with these. Literally, I looked up on IKEA one more time just to see if I missed it, and it said new, and it was just the right measurements. I couldn't believe it. So bought these from IKEA on the weekend or the other day, and I'm gonna make covers for them. So let's do that. When I made the bottom cushion, I had all the measurements for it, and I could make the exact replica of what was existing on it because I just cut the material and just copied that. For these cushions, I've got to make my own cover. So I've got to work out how tight I want it to be, etc. and do all those things. Right now I am looking up some Pinterest ideas on what type of cushion style I want to do, whether I want it to be like pointy edges or round edges, or have a piece of material going along the edge. I'm not sure, so I'm going to do some research first. I've decided to squash the pillow down so it's more dense and it's shorter, because it's quite a flimsy cushion. We're going to do a rounded edge at the top and then panels on the side and under the base so it stands up quite well. That's the plan. Okay, now I'm going to unpick this edging because I want this part of the material as well. I have a lot of material, but it's more sun damaged up the top there rather than the bottom, so I'm going to use the bottom more so. Unpicked that while watching that video, kind of enjoyable. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was also thinking, she was talking about how she's like really stressed and stuff like that, and I relate to that in seasons of life that everything's been like overwhelming and you have to get everything right and like everything done quickly and your heart's pounding all the time. And recently Michael and I have been trying to focus on having peace in our home. I think my fabric is underneath the tripod. I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, recently Michael and I have been focusing on having peace in our home. A lot of that is to do with like changing the way that we function and being more present and being off technology more, being intentional, not hurrying, and like taking things off of our schedule, eliminating things that happen weekly that are too much and we need to change that. So I've been doing a lot of thinking in my brain recently. I mean, like a lot of thinking, but good thinking. And I feel like I haven't been able to think like thoughts that are nice and beautiful and know how to function without like stressing. I feel like the last, I don't know, 9 months or even before that, I think it started when we bought a house. And I feel like I've just been on like, what do you call it? Been on a treadmill basically. And there's been moments where I've been slowing down, but I feel like recently I'm learning the art of not hurrying, and it's changing the way that I feel and how much peace I have. And I also prayed a prayer and I was like, God, please show me what to do, because what I'm doing right now isn't functioning and isn't working. And then step by step, God has shown me things, and it's been through some really difficult things that I've had to have like difficult conversations with myself or with Michael, and it's come upon me in like the form of dropping like my cup of tea sort of thing and just needing to make a change. And I think God made it very clear to me that I need to make a change. One of the forms of like the way that God has been speaking to me has been really, really cool, because we've been listening to The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, and it's a book by John Mark Comer, and you probably have heard of it and you probably thought in the back of your mind, sounds like a good book, maybe I should read it one day. And that was me. I thought, sounds like a good book, maybe I should read it one day. And then I kept hearing people saying, oh, I love this book. I asked my friend, what book should I get on my Audible, because I have so many credits to get books from my Audible. And she said, I've been reading Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's a book that I've been like thinking about that I want to read. And so I read it. Well, I listened to it, which is kind of ironic because it talks about slowing down and I'm listening to it rather than reading it, but also mum life. That book changed the way I think, and it pointed out things that I didn't realize that were in my life. And I also did know, but it made it more obvious. Yeah, so since reading that, it talks about having an actual rest day, an actual Sabbath, like whatever you want to call it, a rest day, a Sabbath. That has been really cool. We've been trying to implement it. Yesterday was our Sabbath, and then each Sunday we try and tweak it a little bit, like don't do any chores or like clean the house the night before, so then it actually feels like you can rest. And yeah, it's been good. I've been enjoying feeling more peaceful, and I think I'm a bit nicer of a person. Maybe, I hope. And then I'm trying to like prioritize things in my life, and we made like a calendar. We never had joint calendars on our phone, and like literally 2 weeks ago we put joint calendars in our phone. And I feel like I'm late to the game because I feel like everyone else was doing that but me, which is really weird because I love that sort of stuff, but it just seemed like another task to do, you know? Anyways, I'm going to measure this 96 centimeters. One thing that I've been wanting to prioritize in my life is not having work or things that I have to do rule my life. I want to create a life that is enjoyable. Like if you're just working all the time, or if you're just doing chores and tasks and things all the time, and that consuming your life, are you really living? And that's really been deeply in my mind, and I've been noticing it a lot more, and I think it probably came upon when I read this book. I decided to force myself to have a homemaking Monday, because if I never dedicated a day to it, I would be doing more editing on that day, or procrastinating one day, so then make that day a catch-up day on editing, or a catch-up day on just doing regular chores and stuff. And I found myself not doing the things I love, which is like baking and sewing and things that are still beneficial for my family, but something I enjoy and get life out of. That's why I'm doing this. Micah is awake. I'm actually going to take him to the park for lunch with his friends. It was just a random thing that they organised and I thought I'd go. It's only a couple minutes down the road, so I'm going to do the rest of the sewing in his next nap after we go to the park and stuff. I'm going to get him. It's pretty warm. It's pretty warm in that room. Already, it's not even summer. What can you see? This is a camera. I just woke up. Now I'm ready to go play at the park with my friends. I'm gonna give him, I've actually dropped this breastfeed, which is like after his first nap of the day. I only feed him in the morning after his sleep, and after his afternoon nap, and before he goes to bed. So I'm going to give him just a little snack, but he's kind of doesn't really know now. Before he would kind of want it, and then I would give him morning tea instead. It was an easy transition compared to what I thought it would be. Lunch. Ready for the wild, are ya? Okay, Mommy's finished. I'll pack all this up so you can crawl around. I cut out the cushion parts and I sew it and cut the other one out another time. It took a little bit longer because I was filming as well, and I have to change camera angles and stuff, so it takes a little bit longer. So I won't do the other one on film. Yeah, let's go see Dada.
Drive through the night.
Hello. So it's the next day, and this week I am not doing any editing. So I'm trying to use my 3 days that I have off of work, like the days that I don't work, to get stuff done. There's always these things on my to-do list. A lot of them are like errands and stuff, and I'm really struggling to do those errands. One of them was go to Chemist Warehouse, pick up my click and collect, things like that. Another one is go to Kmart and print some photos, which I was meant to do like ages ago. And another one is return something at City Beach from something I bought online. So I bought 2 sizes. Anyways, another one is go to Spotlight and get a zipper for the cushions I just made yesterday. I made the cushions, but then I ran into the problem that I did not have the zippers for the cushions. I have another errand, and I absolutely, everything in me hates errands, things that like are outside of the house that I have to quickly go grab. I hate it. It's just, I've never liked it. And it's not because I kind of enjoy it when I'm out and I'm doing it, but I just feel like it's a waste of time. That's why I love shipping and like getting things shipped to my house. Anyways, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I told myself I wasn't going to do it until I painted the kitchen, but turns out we're focusing on certain other areas in the house, so we're not going to be painting the kitchen anytime soon. So I'm going to put handles up. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to make the kitchen look so much better. I will show you what they look like. These are the handles. They are really nice. They're like a metal. They're not, I think they're a painted look brass. This is probably something my mom taught me, but I have a screwdriver in my kitchen, and that's because I always need a screwdriver randomly, and this is one of the reasons. Let's take these off and pop the new ones on. Also, I have the most stained shirt ever. It's like Milo and like Micah's dribble and food and oh, I thought that was Micah waking up. My heart skipped a beat. Did you see my face? Ugly handle off. Pretty handle on. It looks pretty good. Oh, come on, that looks amazing. Guys, this looks next level. I mean, it makes the pink kitchen look intentional and cute. Okay, I'm excited. Like, when you buy an old home, you expect the cabinetry in the kitchen to like just be kind of run down and not last really well and just have many chips in the cupboards and just like flaws. These look brand new. It's definitely the material they chose. It's like wrapped in this like plasticky material. Pretty nice.
Drive through the night to lay underneath the stars. Feels like I'm dreaming to be wherever you are. Oh, my walls are falling when I fell for you. From my heart I'm calling, hear me say I do. Your eyes are like oceans, wave after wave, you are pulling me in. My true love and devotion, I'll spend eternity and only begin to see our love forever.
So I have made the cushion covers for the couch, and now we can actually use this couch. As you saw yesterday, I was also doing the kitchen handles, and I couldn't find the other 10 of them because they came in 2 packs of 10. I couldn't find it, so I didn't finish that yesterday. So let's do that after I put this on. Voila, done. That's the side. I made it like a panel on each side. That is relatively it. It goes here. That's it. And we gotta move it somewhere that's not in front of our dining table.
Our love forever.
So I found the handles. They were up there the same spot than the other handles were, but they were tucked behind something so I couldn't see them. I'm gonna put these together. Michael reckons I should have used like a drill to get the handles off quicker, but I don't think it took me that. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did before because it's easier and I don't want to have to bother him to go get a drill. But he reckons that would be faster. Also, don't mind this. I probably should put this away first. I went to the shops with my friend while Micah was awake. Micah's back down for a nap again. I got a toothbrush, a baby's toothbrush from Aldi, yeast from Aldi, some sewing thread from Aldi, and some cloths. Now this one is for like our benches and this one is for Micah's face. I wanted 2 different colors so that we know which is which, so we don't mix them up. We've been using this and it's been really great, and I also throw them in the wash if they don't look too bad. My grandmother actually does this method of kitchen cloths. I don't know what you call it. Maybe I might ask Michael for his thing. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Michael gave me his, I think this is an impact driver. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, okay. Lefty loosey. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. That was so easy. I could have done that yesterday. Oh boy. Oh, jeez, okay. That was so easy, oh my gosh. Okay, I have officially put all the handles on in the kitchen and it looks so good. Michael's cleaning out there if you can hear some banging. You say hi, Baba. Hi. Are you saying hi? It looks so good. I am really happy with it. Yeah, anyways, thank you for coming along with my last 2 days of doing things in my house that I need to get done, like making my kitchen feel happy and nice by adding handles. Just like, it's made a big difference. I'm sorry for that sound. And yeah, and then oh my gosh, my chair outside, it's so nice to have back cushions on that chair. For so long we were sitting on it when it was like timber and it was like hurting our backs. Anyways, we're gonna go hang out the washing. Michael and I discovered that yesterday, that he is able to hand us pegs. It's so cute, and so every time I get so excited to hang out the washing with you. Anyways, see ya, have a lovely week. Bye. You say bye. You say bye. Micah, can I have a peg? Can I have a peg? Thank you. Thank you.